Hey guys, this is Dan, and welcome back to another film study. So today we are going to look at one of the greatest games ever played in Better League history, Super Bowl 21, the second Super Bowl of the Madden 20 cycle between Alex's Los Angeles Chargers and Ocho's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Most of you will refer to this game as the infamous Ochoke with the Kalen Balaj fumble at the goal line. But overall, I was looking through the highlight. I think this was a terrific ball game that we can break down for the channel. Unfortunately, there is no real time gameplay what I like to usually do on these breakdowns, but there is a highlight video that I guess Jared one time, rest in peace, Jared, one time put together for this. So we're just going to go through the highlight video instead, and we're just going to go play by play, see what happened, see what was going through inside the game, and let's just get right to it. So we start off with a beautiful shot of Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. For some reason, they played two Super Bowls in Miami in a row, Super Bowl 20 and 21. So we start off with Alex in an empty gun set. He loves those gun empty stuff. Looks like he's spreading all these routes downfield, and he throws this drag to Melvin Gordon. And what kind of catch is that? Let me go back for a second. Oh, wow. Just goes up and gets it. So in this play, he goes for a toss that gets blown up. Now we get a play action, and there is an interception. So it looks like Ocho was in a cloud flat on this play. It looks like just a standard cover two with the cloud flats, and you just can't throw the out route with the cloud flat underneath, or else it's going to be an interception. Now on this play, Alex is running this too deep with the middle third. Ocho puts some nice routes on the field. He isolates that user on the right side. You see um, that user has to pick between two different routes and leaves this drag wide open. But unfortunately, Ocho is not able to hit it because, quite frankly, it's very poor pocket presence. If he just stayed in the middle of this pocket right here, maybe slid a little bit to the left, he would have had that drag wide open for 20, 30 yards. But instead, he drifts to the right side and he basically just runs right into Joey Bosa's QB contain. Um, Very poor pocket presence. Now here, Alex is a nickel double A gap. I think here comes a mid blitz, and as poor of pocket presence that was by Ocho initially on that last play, this one is better. So you see, Ocho instantly recognizes that man blitz right away, cover zero. So he drops back and see he shifts a little bit to the left, so Kalen Balaj is able to pick up Joey Bosa, and he gets a beautiful crossing route to Grant for many, many yards, and he is down to the 9 yard line. Now just sec. You're in the dead zone. It's hard to get into the end zone here. Kalen Balaj unable to get a touchdown, so Ocho will settle for a field goal as the first quarter winds down. Coming into this play, Ocho this time is running a man blitz concept. So I just went all the way back. But looks like Ocho was in a man blitz, and Alex, in real football, this is a great man blitz beater. It is a great cover zero beater. It would be a deep post. Alex runs that perfectly, but you can see Ocho's user sniffs that out beautifully. Devin White really cuts up from the whole field. Let's go back. I just want to look at how far he cuts. Maybe Ocho recognized that the whole way. You can see Devin White. Yeah, he just beelines right for the football. He knew exactly where that was going. So that was a good user on that play. I mean, it was not a terrible decision to throw on that deep post. I think Ocho just made a great play. Um, Here, Ocho is running a fade, looks like against cover two. Um, yeah, just against cover two. And that flat zone just played it so aggressively, almost a interception really by Alex. Ocho didn't have anybody open, does a good job getting out of the pocket and making a play with the quarterback. Balaj, always a tank, been that way all cycle, getting to the goal line, and Drew Lock takes it home for a touchdown. So at this point, Ocho's at a 10-0 lead in the middle of the second quarter. Alex has got to put something together. A cover two, right down the post, very standard. Now, Alex loves this play right here. It's that tight end vertical route. Loves to high point in the tight end. He's been doing that forever. Here, Alex just dominant Madden 20 pass rush. What can you say? These blinkers, blink, 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 even double teamed, it doesn't even matter. Just got to hope and pray that they don't get to you on certain plays. There, Cordell Patterson gets hurt on that little toss, but here, Alex doesn't have anyone. He does a good job scrambling, getting to a 4th and short, and he decides big play in this game instead of kicking a field goal to make it a 10-3 game going into half. He decides, it's a Super Bowl. It's time to make a play. Players make plays. Let me run an inside zone off of an RPO, and he completes that first down. And here we go with another Alex Gossett special. It is the high point tight end into the end zone. And Hunter Henry with a touchdown. Now, I just want to point out, for some reason in Madden 20, I noticed it looks like Ocho's running some kind of cover two defense here. And these two safeties, I don't know, the quality's kind of bad, but you can see the safeties spread out so wide on cover two in the end zone. And that just leaves such a wide open spot for a touchdown for anyone up the middle. Unless the user is there, it's just impossible for anyone to cover that. So I like to put my safeties closer to the hashes on those on goal line situations, maybe even put them in different zones other than those deep halves, because that can get you into some trouble, as you can see Alex with a wide open touchdown coming into the half. That was a huge play, obviously. I think he was running kind of a man blitz again right there, or cover one maybe. This is going really fast, but gets Ocho with a nice crossing route on 3rd and long. Now here, it's just an I-form stretch. Kalen Balazs cuts it up the middle. Let's see what happens here. Okay, one of those, toss passes, whatever. And then Kalen Balazs gets blown up on a toss play, that single back bunch toss, big play in Madden 20. Now Ocho kicks a field goal, make it 13-7. Yeah, Alex just didn't have anything on that play. I don't know what he was running. Ocho looks like it's some sort of matching thing. I don't know if Ocho was putting some man stuff on the field or whatever. I don't know if it was just a standard cover three, but you can see there was just nobody open, and Alex just kind of threw it up there, and luckily it wasn't intercepted, but it could have been worse. Here, Alex gets some good crossers on the field, and unfortunately, Melvin Gordon drops it. So now we are at a 13-10 ball game pending this field goal. Yep, so 13-10, heading close to the fourth quarter. Alex once again is just showing man blitz. He's just showing cover zero. He's not even disguising. He doesn't even care to disguise. And Ocho just runs fake screen wheel out of Trey Y flex. And I mean, unless you do something else, there's just nothing that can beat man coverage, in my opinion, out of this. This wheel route on the left side, typically wheel routes do beat that man coverage, but in Madden 20, that fake screen wheel just doesn't beat any man. I just don't know why he put these routes on the field. And you can see just a sack. There's just nothing he could do on that. No good routes. Alex makes a ridiculous catch. I don't even know who caught that, but he throws a dig and just like triple coverage, he makes a phenomenal play. Um, Here, he gets Hunter Henry wide open, looked like a drag or a little baby in route. Um, Here, another drag, just dink and dunk down the field. kick another field goal. Now we're at a tie ball game. Ocho's going to run that fade to the outside, kind of like what Chase was doing in that last breakdown I did. He runs kind of a fade to the outside, pass lead it outside against that man coverage. Mike Evans just makes a phenomenal play. I think he has speaks. I think he had streak specialist, so he did have kind of an advantage on there on those streak routes, those fade routes. He was going to catch the football, so that was a good decision by Ocho on that play. Now it looks like he goes for it on a huge fourth down, and he has some great routes on the field. He has this wheel route out of this gun tight. I forget what formation this is. This might be gun tight doubles, to be honest. Um, he runs this great wheel route on the left side. That's actually open. He could have hit that if he wanted to. I don't know if that user would sniff it out at the hash mark, but he hits this, looks like an out route to Mike Evans, just as effective. Now it's Kalen Balaj running, and he just gets a little sticky. Good stick work by Ocho for a touchdown, go ahead touchdown in the Super Bowl. So Alex going to have to make some plays here, and we'll see what happens. Alex runs PA crossers, and I don't know what happened here. Looks like Ocho gets a little hosed. Alex obviously has no one open. Um, good coverage on the field, good coverage by the user, sniffing everything out. And it looks like Baker Mayfield fumbles the football, and Devin White has a foot out of bounds. If he recovered that, I think the game is over because Ocho is going to be in field goal range. Alex is going to have to burn all of his timeouts. This game is effectively over. And for all the talk we talk about Ochoke and everything, if that play happens right there, we might be claiming Ocho being the second Super Bowl champion of the cycle. However, it didn't work out that way, and you'll never know what would have happened, like the things that could have happened. But who knows? Um, but going on this play, Alex just a beautiful corner route. I don't know what was going on the left, right side of the field. Looks like his user. Oh, looks like he had some man coverage going on. Maybe it was just a bad matching concept by the defense. You could see the. Oh, you know what? Looks like his user Davis was supposed to be on that RB route, and it was a man coverage all the way, maybe a cover two man or something, or cover one, and he just didn't follow him. That's interesting. So I don't know if that was just a lack of awareness, but that's obviously a big play. 2 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. Alex just crossing routes, drag routes, beautiful, beautiful route to Melvin Gordon for a game tying touchdown. So now Ocho's got to put together a game winning Super Bowl drive. I think we all know what happens, but we're just going to kind of look and see how we can break it down. Yeah, he gets a little lucky on this. I don't know what is going on. Alex comes out in his patented cover two man, and Ocho puts, some dig routes, a drag. He's got this curl route on the left side if he wants to low point it. But instead, he hits this route, and this was a bad throw, and that helped him. An inaccurate throw actually helped him because if he threw this accurately, I think this is an interception. Alex's user's right there, and that could have been really bad for Ocho. But now Kalen Balaj just total tank. I think he was a power back at the beginning of the cycle. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Then Ocho changed him to kind of an elusive back, so he kind of did have arm bar and I think like trucker or whatever these abilities are, bulldozer. Beautiful corner route on the left side. Looks like he's setting up a game winner, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. Just sits right over that curl flat zone. Um, and we all know what's going to happen. This is the play that has been talked about for the rest of the cycle, was voted the greatest play in the history of Madden 20. It is the Ochoke, and we'll just watch it. Oh man, that's just that's just heartbreaking. Oh, Kalen Balaz, what are you doing? Oh man, I don't know. I mean that's just crazy. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. I gotta watch this again. Oh man, that's that's unbelievable. Oh my God. And Ocho could have really kicked a field goal. He could have played very conservatively, gone for a field goal to win it. But personally, I don't blame him. You know how difficult iced field goals are, even at a very short range. You don't want to take your chances with an iced field goal unless you absolutely have to take it. So I don't blame Ocho at all for going for a touchdown. And as we go into overtime, you'll see Alex has the same thought. He would much rather run it in for a touchdown than go for an iced field goal. But as we know, we're going into overtime. So really, still, it's anyone's game. Ocho did not lose the game there. He just lost his chance to win. But he did have more chances. We'll see as we go forward. Alex has the ball start overtime. Melvin Gordon with a nice run. And you'll see on this 3rd and 10, I'll go wind back a little bit. It looks like Ocho's running a little contain blitz on that left side corner. Looks like he put him on a blitz and in a contain. If you've ever watched a Cody Young if you ever watched a Cody Youngson stream in Madden 20, you know he would always say, "Never run gun empty against Cody," and that is exactly why, because you have a contain blitzer on that left side. Just the offensive line goes dumb, and it is an easy, instant sack. So Ocho gets the ball back. Now it's sudden death. Anything can happen. As you know, see, Ocho obviously had more opportunities to win. He does a nice bend out route to the left side. And this is the play where he lost the game on offense. And I don't know. We'll kind of talk about maybe if he got screwed by Madden again, but we'll see. He runs gun split close. There's a nice crossing route out of that formation from that left side. I don't know what the play is called. Cody would probably know if I asked him because he likes this formation. But you can see Mike Evans on this corner route. He's got double me activated. So if you just throw it up there, he's going to catch a one-on-one aggressive catch. And Drew Lock rolls out, and he stops. He stops and he overthrows him. And you see the bottom typing on the screen. It says on the run, inaccurate, and it leads to an interception. Now, I don't know if they patched this all the way from December or they updated the game or something, but my knowledge of Madden 20, if you let go of that sprint icon as a quarterback, even if he's still on the run, even if he's still off balanced, it is not, the game does not register it as on the run, quote unquote, on the run. It actually registers it as having your feet set. That's kind of a little secret of people that play MUT or whatever or anything. You can still get like pocket dead eye registered if you're on the run and then let go of the right trigger at the last second and then throw it. Looks like Ocho. You can see he's not on the run. He actually lets go of the right trigger, but the game registers it as on the run. And if the game said he had his feet set and he threw it, I do not think he would overthrow it. And I think he would have an easy aggressive catch because this is a one-on-one situation. And I think he would have been in field goal range in sudden death. And who knows, maybe he would have won the Super Bowl. So I mean, there's a lot of what ifs here. I'm sure Ben will be chirping in the chat and say, "Well, Dan, I'm very confident he would have missed a 47-yard field goal because that's what Ocho would do." Um, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But Randall with a big pick, and Alex almost gets in field goal range. Actually, hold on. Was that a an unnecessary roughness here? Oh my God! See that flag? Oh, that had to be icing on the cake. That's like basically game over at that point. Assuming Alex could make a nice field goal, he gets in perfect field goal range after that. Look at that. That undisciplined nature by that guy on offense. I don't know if that was Drew Lock or an offensive lineman, but it's an unnecessary roughness penalty. Hit out of bounds. That's very unfortunate. But anyway, Alex is on the cusp of victory, and you can see here he lines up for a field goal. He says 2nd and goal. let me just go for a field goal, go for the win right here. But it registers as an iced field goal, and Alex says, I'm not taking any chances. I believe he calls a timeout right there, and he says, okay, let me just run my favorite I formation stretch bubble, uh, RPO stretch bubble with Melvin Gordon, and the blocking is perfect, and it is a beautiful touchdown to win a championship. And how great is that? Look at the celebration. I just love looking at the celebration because this is really what you work for all your CFM life just for this moment. And it just feels so good. See champions and everything like that. And we can just skip a little forward. See the beautiful confetti, everything like that. Melvin Gordon MVP, 31 carries, 184 yards, touchdown. One big touchdown to win the game. And you can see how great is that when the trophies on the stage and you got your middle linebacker holding it up and he hands it to the quarterback, Baker Mayfield, and there it is, and that's the shot. So congratulations to Alex from December winning his second Super Bowl. He will be the Kansas City Chiefs heading into Madden 21, and we all know he'll be a big threat. But this was probably his crowning achievement of Madden 20, and it was a great game, one of the greatest games of all time. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like. Please give me some feedback. If you would like to see something else broken down, I know somebody suggested the game of the century I could do. I don't know, maybe. Could definitely record some more of these before the game breaks and before we get really sweaty into BL 21. But anyway, thank you guys very much and have a wonderful day. Thank you.